I'm talking to Fred Halton, owner of a Flathead over here. Fred, tell us a little bit about the car.
It's a 1923 T Roadster, fiberglass body, has an 8-inch Ford rear end, 350 gear, C4 transmission. It has 322 inches, which is a big flathead. The old flatheads that were big flatheads were 296 normally. And this is 322 with a 4.5-inch stroke, 3 3/8 bore. Runs on straight alcohol. It's Hilburn injection, billet crank. It's got Arius pistons using Harley-Davidson technology for the combustion chambers. Cunningham billet rods. It's basically a nitro motor that I'm burning alcohol in, and hopefully it'll live a long time.
What kind of times have you been able to put in?
My best time has been 11:16, and I'm shooting for the 10s, so I'm getting close.
It sounds like you're getting very close. And Sacramento is generally your home track, if you would?
Yeah, I live at Meadow Vista, California, which is by Auburn.
Right. Did you built the car up yourself, did you? Or
I didn't build the car originally. I bought it in '91 and have done quite a bit of changing on it. A man and his son up in Bend, Oregon built it originally.
Okay.
And they did a nice job.
Right.
They built it kind of heavy. I've got it on a diet and I'm working it down, but I've completely, this is a whole nother engine that I've put together for it. Front end is different now. The shifting setup was different. I've done quite a bit of changing.
Quite a bit. What are the 60-foot times like that you've been?
I'm running about 1.4s to 1.5s normally.
The leave would be pretty fun then, especially with the setup that you've got.
It produces a lot of torque because of that long stroke, and it's pretty well winded at about 5 to 5,500. I shift at 5,400, but it's pretty much out of air by then. And flatheads are known for having that problem.
Yeah, and you mile an hour where roughly?
117.
117. And it feels there's no wing on the front. You feel good at 117. Still pretty solid, or is it?
That car just drives like your sedan. It's never given me any problem other than when I accidentally went into reverse.
Well, that can happen. A little reverse lockout problem.
Yeah, the people before me had a gate hasp for a reverse lockout, and I guess I forgot to throw it over. Yeah.
Where were you at the time? In the lanes, or?
About 114 miles an hour, right out there.
Oh, that would have caused some damage, possibly, Fred.
It locked it up, but it just went straight as an arrow, and I immediately knew what was wrong, and I jerked it back into neutral. And it
no ill effect.
No ill effects.
That's good.
I had some laundry, but
other than that, any other moments in the car that have been interesting for you?
Yeah. One night, Pat Shaughnessy and I ran off at Fallon, right behind two jet dragsters, and they had laid a lot of kerosene down. Yes. And that was kind of interesting because we were both out there fishtailing alongside each other.
Saying hello and then goodbye and then hello again?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be interesting, I would expect. Yeah, it looks like the tire setup that you've got here would be a real nice. You get some good bite out of those tires. So I got to think with a 1.4 60-foot, you got a pretty good leave.
Yeah, it seems to be. We're happy with it. It doesn't spin. It's a 350 gear in the rear end, so it's making its horsepower in the low end.
Okay. So the goal is, as you say, to drive down those ETs and.
Yeah, I'm working on getting into the 10s, right. And once I get into the 10s, I've got a long ways to go before I'd ever see the 9s. So I don't think the engine is probably producing anything over, I don't know, 275 to 300 horse at most. Okay. So it's not hard on equipment, and I've been running.
Fun to drive.
Yeah. Yeah. About 10 years ago, my wife and another guy told me I needed to have a passion, and I didn't figure she meant a bar stool or another woman, so this is it.
Okay. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
You bet.
Okay.